Hey, Andrew here at SHOT 2022 with Jake from NVD and Robert from JRH, and we've got some seeing in the dark stuff. What do we got here?
Yeah, great. It's good to be back, everybody. Obviously, it's been a weird couple of years since we've seen everybody. Thanks for coming by today. We did want to talk a little bit about some of the new Knights clip-ons that we're moving. Everybody's familiar with the PVS-30 refurb program that we had running for the last, I guess, 4 years or so. Yeah. It was really successful. The well has dried up a lot. We still have some, and definitely reached out to get those. But as that's winding down, we've now moved into the next program with Knights, and that's going to be the UNS-LR. Robert, you want to hold that up? Mm-hmm. That's the short range, the baby brother of the PVS-30, and we have those available. They're being sold as refurbs, but they're new housings and they're new tubes. They're just a little bit older tubes, overstock, if you will. So a killer price point on those. Reach out to JRH to grab those today. Knights also, as you know, the PVS-30, famous or infamous PVS-30. They've come out with what we call the PVS-30 lightweight. So it's going to be, it's also known as the UNS-LR83. But it's a much lighter version that still does everything the 30 does, takes up to 50 caliber recoil, maintains your bore sight within a half MOA, just in a smaller, lighter package. So
the stabilizing fins to keep it stable in flight?
Absolutely, yes. Correct.
They only deploy after like 10 meters.
Yeah, it's a really nice addition that they made. Anybody who's used these knows that when you're down on the ground and behind the gun, having to reach out and adjust that focus ring with gloves on, if it's wet, it's very difficult. So these fins have made a huge difference in how you're able to do that. So that's a big one. What else we got here? So you've also seen NVD, we did come out with the lightweight sacrificial windows. You can get those directly from us or through JRH. But the original sac window would clip on top of your objective lens. And that would render your bikini covers useless, as everybody knows, and we've done that. The new lightweights screw directly into the objective lens, giving you a much smaller, streamlined view out of the way, all the same protection, and a smaller package, and then you can still use your clip-ons as you have it there. What else, Robert? We've got obviously the Echoes, right?
Yes, seeing a lot of good use of the BNVDs with the Echo Spec, the Photonis tubes. Folks, a lot of my customers loving that because great price point, shipping quick. Although lead times on a lot of stuff's gotten a heck of a lot less than what it was in the last year or two. Still, they like it because a couple weeks, bada bing, bada boom, they got a nice unit in hand. And coming out in just a week or so, they're going to do the same BNVDs with the Echo tubes and gain control. Previously, it was a no gain situation, what other people call auto gain, which is really kind of a bullshit term. It's really no gain. You have no way to adjust it, type of thing. So we'll have our favorite, everybody's favorite, the BNVD platform with single gain control and the Echo Spec tubes in about a week.
Right, that'll be the BNVD SG.
SG, correct.
And that'll be the big nomenclature there. So, yeah, that's good. JRH, obviously, you'll be moving a lot of those for us. So we appreciate it.
Definitely.
But those are moving fast. We know it's been a weird year for everybody with supply chains. Night vision was not immune to this. No matter where you went, lead times were getting pushed out to 6 months plus. We managed to stay ahead of that, thankfully. We worked through the pandemic and try to keep them as low as possible. But 2022 is looking good, and the lead times are dropping every month. They're getting shorter and shorter. So we're going to be back to a pre-pandemic delivery times. We are now for the most part. We're pretty flush on tubes, parts. We just we'll get them out in a timely fashion.
So all these products are available right now, although like you said, that there's a couple of weeks lead time for.
Correct. Most of the clip-ons, they're shipping in like a day or two. When I'm putting in orders, and it's like bada bing, bada boom. The night, we were talking about the clip-ons. The big thing, everybody wants to talk about with night vision is shooting passive. Shooting passive, right? For something like an AR, I love this UNS. It's literally like, this is your old school club. Yeah, you want to get the hell out there, far distance, boom, and for the price point, without a doubt. But this is compact.
Yeah.
Mine, just like this. 4-power ACOG, bada bing, bada boom, right there. And you can't get any better than passive than that. You're not having to fool with, 5-foot-high mounts and that prone don't work and all this other bullshit where you got everything right here. So it's kind of like passive perfected. You know, in a way, you're perfecting passive when you go with something like this. So we're seeing a lot of use of the
Can you
SR.
walk us through pricing on some of these?
These are a hair under 6 for the UNS-LR. The A3 is white phos, and those pretty high FOM model.
FOM is going to dictate price as always.
Yes.
And the user preference can, how much do you want to spend will determine whether you want green phosphor or white phosphor.
White phosphor.
It's a fairly wide range, but those are going to run you, between 9 and 10. And then moving up into the 30s, depending on the tube, again, you're going to be looking at 11 and 12 if you want a really high FOM white phosphor. Just to clarify, the UNS-SRs are shipping quick. They're shipping fast. We have the refurb 30s, which will ship, within days. But for all of the A3s, the LR83s, these are still going to be. The tubes have to be manufactured. They all require special tubes, so there's going to be a lead time
on those.
and that fluctuates based on Knight's manufacturing process. So just reach out to Robert or to us, and we'll get you an accurate delivery date for those.
Definitely.
And finally, what caliber is this, and does it take Glock mags?
I think it takes Lego mags, actually.
Well, thank you guys.
Hey,
Always
thank
a
you.
pleasure.
Definitely.
Thank you for putting
thanks,
up
friends.
with my nonsense. Thank you guys for watching. I love you.